say, kids, what time is it?
Hey, it's Edson at GeekTime TV, looking at the penultimate issue of Berserker, issue number 11. And this issue was a very quick read. It seemed just like just a long setup to the grand finale, which is issue number 12. It was just not a lot of dialogue, but some really spectacular imagery. So, and again, just leading up to the grand finale of the next issue. So this might be a pretty quick video. So in issue number 10, we saw that Berserker Diana, his Berserker's handler Keever, and Caldwell, along with an American military force, went out to the middle of the desert where they located the area where Berserker was born, and he found the object that his mother had tried to give him as a gift because it was supposed to take away the curse of his immortality, of his violent tendencies. And as soon as he makes contact with it, immediately this force envelops him and pierces through his body. And this is where we find him at the beginning of this issue. And he's obviously in a lot of pain, not sure what's going on. And Diana gets involved with it as well. She gets caught up in this energy as well as him, and tries to help him figure out what's going on here. Tries to find his origins and how this will ultimately help him, which makes me believe that she was always trying to genuinely help him from the beginning, and not try to betray him in any way. Meanwhile, speaking of betrayal, Caldwell has initiated his own scheme, probably something that he had got going all along. And there's this separate military force that shows up that the Americans don't even know who they are. And Caldwell goes out to meet them, and turns out they're remember back in issue number 7 where there was a flashback of all the great battles that Berserker was involved throughout the history. One particular one, his hand got cut off, and the people who found it, they formed this weird cult with Berserker's hand as their primary focus. Well, that cult is still very much alive and very modernized now. And Caldwell is part of it, so he goes out to meet them, and he gets hooked up into this machine, which looks like it's trying to intercept the force that's got Berserker and Diana involved, or at least part of it. And we see that this this was his scheme all along, and trying to somehow get the force that made Berserker. So then we go back to Berserker and Diana again, still enveloped in that same energy. Like I said, this issue is seems like one long scene that's basically a setup for the grand finale, of which is issue number 12. But and that they're communicating with each other. I'm not sure if they're just communicating with each other or communicating with whatever has this energy, but it looks like they figure out that this is like an alien force that goes across the universe, and they liken it to like a wind that brings pollen to different planets where presumably other beings like Berserker are born into. They're still trying to figure this whole thing out, and then we see that Caldwell's scheme seems to have worked perfectly. The machine that he was hooked up to did intercept this alien force, at least in part, and it wound up giving him, looks like it wound up giving him the Berserker's super strength as his abilities, which was what he wanted all along, it looks like, because now he comes out of that machine and he tears through the American military soldiers like, they takes them apart, puts a fist through their chest, does a lot like we've seen in earlier issues that Berserker would do in his fights. Now Caldwell looks like he has all those abilities, which obviously was his plan all along. And finally, we get to the very end, which is a classic cliffhanger. The energy lets go of Berserker and Diana. Diana notices that he's bleeding right where it had pierced him. And she asks him, how do you feel? And he has a one-word answer. He says mortal, which I guess tells us that gift that his mother had given him to get rid of this curse, to the immortality. This was his answer all along from the issue number 1. This is what he wanted to do. He wanted to get rid of the curse of being immortal, the curse of having these violent tendencies. And it looks like it worked, but unfortunately, they look and they see Caldwell, which presumably has all of Berserker's previous superhuman abilities, now coming at him. Now he's coming at them. Looks like he's going to attack them and kill them, like he just went through the soldiers. And now, and Berserker doesn't seem like he'll be able to put up a real good fight if he already lost if he lost those superhuman abilities. So like I said, classic cliffhanger that leads right up into issue number 12, which we now know is going to be extra long, maybe double the size of the regular issue. It wasn't originally going to be that, but they announced it recently, which is going to be extra long as a finale. And this is as I said, this is a very very quick read for this issue, but really great setup for the ending. And of course, we know that issue number 12 isn't really going to be the ending of Berserker, because we already know there's a live action film in the works with Keanu Reeves to play the role of Berserker. There's also a animated series that's being worked on about this universe, about Berserker, and I'm sure there's going to be more comics coming as well. So we got all of that looking forward to. But first will be issue number 12, which will be coming out in the next week or so, and I can't wait to see it. Can't wait to see how this ends, and hopefully I'll be back here very soon to talk about it. That's it for me for this one. Like I said, this was a really quick video because the issue was a very quick read. It took like 5 minutes or less. So that's it for me for now. I'll see you soon. Thank you for watching.
If you enjoyed this video, please give us a thumbs up below. Also, please subscribe to GeekTime TV. It really helps us grow the channel. And make sure you hit that bell icon in order to receive notifications every time we drop new content here. You can also check us out on social media on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at GeekTimeNet. Thanks again for watching. We will see you soon.
Say, kids, what time is that?